This is Friedtanzer from Awards Radar, and I'm so thrilled to be speaking with Alice Englert and Nicholas Denton about their roles in
Hey.
Dangerous Liaisons. How are you guys doing?
Oh,
We're
we're
good.
really good. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you for taking some time to speak with me today.
Of course.
Pleasure.
So, what's your relationship with Dangerous Liaisons historically?
Uh,
You've got
yeah.
you.
I mean, I remember when I saw it, the Glenn Close, John Malkovich iteration when I was a teenager, and then of course I've seen Cruel Intentions as well. But the Stephen Frears movie just kind of shook me to my core. Like it seemed to just I don't know, I'd never, it just seemed so sharp and to make such a incredible case for vulnerability despite like despite all the kind of exterior
Cloth and that.
yeah, the facade, them perfecting their kind of art of war and it all being like it's carnage and sadness. I don't
I
know.
like that.
It was beautiful. So I don't know. I love all the versions of it. I love the way it doesn't really go away because we haven't really figured out how to stop making like turning love into war, etc. Yeah.
My relationship to it was pretty like brief because I knew of the play before I knew of the book. I knew that Alan Rickman had done it.
And Leslie
And
Manville.
Leslie Manville was in our show as well. And like
Yeah.
I think she played Cecile de Boulogne.
Yeah.
But when they sent me the sides for the audition, I checked it and I read the book and I hadn't seen the films and I stayed. I didn't watch the films and I still haven't watched them, but I will watch it soon. I think I didn't want to get too close to the Malkovich version or the Colin Firth or the Ryan Philippe version, which shouldn't be forgotten as well.
No.
But I think there is like, I want to create my own version of this kind of character. And because it's a new world that we made, it is that kind of prelude and it's given us so much license to create something fresh and new. And I like that it's coming at this as they're younger cats figuring this out. And
I kind of like that we both do like have done kind of have the opposite experience with it because I very much feel like we're in the same story together and that like the relationship feels so real to me. But whereas like I'm aware of like all these of kind of we're talking quite a bit about how like because they're sociopaths to some degree, no matter what they've been through, like the borderline personality disorders are present, like and how kind of freeing it is and how like I don't know, for me I find it I love seeing all the like there's even a really early like French film version that I think like Thelonious Monk has like a song on or something. Yeah, anyway, I'll tell you later. Yeah, but I love the way there's just they have like endless faces, like they're more than two-faced, they're like fucking a lot of them. And so I don't know, I like love just the the endless rotation of who they are.
And it's probably why this kind of this story can be told, in so many different ways and so many different iterations without it becoming tired. And I think that's why I'm most proud of it, is it doesn't feel like an exhausted version of that, the novel, which we've made a new kind of world for it. And I'm really, really proud of that.
Well, assuming that playing sociopaths is a stretch, what were you able to find to relate to the characters?
This is my strength. That is my strength.
I mean, what did it find? I really loved the sense of her vision, like her desire for everything now. Like I liked her, I understand that like need for, I can feel restless. I understood her restlessness. I understood I understood her feeling of like obsession being somehow feeling like clarity when in fact it's the ultimate delusion,
Yeah.
And
I think I
like that.
I'll tack on to that because I think I kind of agree that there is something about the now, wanting something now that is so kind of potent. That concept is like no, it is so that the stakes are so high that I have to address this now, and there's no time to wait. I think that's such a resonant thing for people in today's society. We kind of often dramatize our kind of own experience of love and whatnot, to have this kind of very potent idea, which is like, I have to deal with this right now, otherwise everything's going to go to shit, you know. And I think I really like that as well.
Yeah. Everything's going to shit, whether or not we do it right now. So,
I know, that's
the way it feels. Yeah.
The show is also very, very costume heavy. Is that something that you enjoy? Is that a burdensome part of this, or a real treat?
Oh, absolutely both. Absolutely both.
True.
Yeah. It's kind of like unlike anything I'll ever do again, I guess. Like, well, no, I mean, unless you know, but just the level that it's been achieved, and there was really no other time where I don't know, fashion took it to such lengths. You know?
It's true.
Yeah, it's incredible. But you could actually probably, like, some of the outfits I wore are the sort of the equivalent of a family tent, like in that you could take shelter in them. They're so expensive, but beautiful. Yeah.
Like an 8-person tent.
Yeah. You could have a dreary family holiday.
Gotta go under Alice's dress again. I liked wearing them. I really enjoy wearing those kind of clothes. I think the hardest thing for me was probably gauging to push away from falling into the decadence and making it too much about the costumes, and then becoming a set piece in all of it, is finding the kind of performance within it and making that strong enough so you could kind of stand out amongst all of the kind of frills and you know, additional layers of that garb. So I think it's nice.
And like leaning into the discomfort, because they were uncomfortable as well. Like
True.
There's a reason we're all in track pants now.
It's true, but like look at how even how we sit now, trying to make that like a possible kind of movement within those clothes is kind of what I found. But I think we all found quite beautiful. It's like making them as casual as possible, like we've lived in them for our entire lives.
I like that. Well, thank you guys so much for taking some time to speak with me, and looking forward to everyone seeing this show.
Oh,
Thanks a lot.